A month before the SATs, I, Jenny Reed, could see my score. Literally. It was just floating right above my head. But there was a catch. Every time I cracked open a prep book, my score would drop by 10 points. But if I skipped a day of school, it jumped right back up by 10. So, I played the system. For a whole month, I barely lifted a finger. And on the day of the test, the number glowing over my head was a solid 1,560. When the scores finally dropped online, I'd scored a 500. And the 1,560. That was my little sister Patricia's score. My parents lost it. As punishment, they got me a grueling night shift job at a local electronics factory. That first night, a bunch of guys I'd never seen before cornered me in the parking lot and beat me half to death. Fading in and out of consciousness, I heard my sister's voice right by my ear. You just had to one-up me, didn't you? Thought you were so smart, but you never figured out I was the one controlling that number over your head. The truth hit me like a physical blow. The score had been her trick all along. I opened my eyes, and I was back. 1 month before the SATs. The number above my head read exactly 1,300. Hey, my sister said, all fake sweetness. Want to study together tonight? We can go over the practice tests. I looked at the stack of papers in my own hands. Without a word, I pulled out my lighter and set them on fire right there in the driveway. Exams are coming, I said, watching the flames. I'm not studying. My score ticked up to 1,310. My sister's face was this perfect mask of disappointment, but the second I turned away, I caught the sly smile she couldn't quite hide. She had no idea the real performance, the one I'd been rehearsing just for her, was finally about to begin. Chapter 1. After blowing off my sister, I headed to my room to crash. But she wasn't done. She cornered me again, this time trying to drag me to a teacher for extra tutoring. It's not too late to cram, she insisted. I shook her hand off my arm. Last-minute cramming is pointless. You go if you're so worried. I've got shows to watch. Jenny, you're naturally smart, but you still shouldn't get careless. The words were a perfect echo from my last life. She was testing me, watching my face for any sign that I still trusted the cursed number floating over my head. I met her gaze dead on and smiled. Even if I never crack another book, I'll still beat you. She put on a disappointed face, but I saw the triumphant smirk she couldn't quite hide. As she walked away, radiating that smug, misplaced confidence, I almost laughed out loud. Oh, little sister, this time, the one being careless, is you, I thought happily. Back in my room,